So what's going on, folks? Can you see my computer screen? Yes, you can. Can you see my face? It's a pretty face. I like it. Yes, you can. All right, cool. And then if I were to switch, Brandy, put your thumb up right here. There's Brandy putting her thumb up.
Dude, it's like a black and white camera.
Yeah, it's a black and white camera. All right. And then if I were to switch video cameras, okay, wait, getting this thing started. If I were to switch video cameras to maybe this person, can you see Brandy's thumb?
Hello.
Okay, there's Brandy's fingers. Awesome, awesome, good. Then we are ready to get this party started. Let me go switch back to the thing so you guys can see my face, because it's a pretty face. And by the way, this is Brandy's pretty face.
Hello.
Much love to you. All right, cool. Then let's do this thing. So check this out. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about, we talked about part 1 and 2. My goal is to get through parts 3, 4, and 5 today. If we get to parts 3 and 4, I'm pleased. If we get through parts 5, I'm even more pleased. I'm ecstatic. Cool? All right. So I'm going to start off with a few definitions, and this is on page in your little workbooks. Go on to page 13. You guys got it? We're working on this guy right here. Can you see the computer screen all right? All right, now take notes, okay? And by the way, my big thing, remember, is I ask a lot of questions. I'm going to ask you, do you understand? Are we cool with this? And the reason being is because usually in a face-to-face class, I can look out and say, do you understand? And then Brandy will give the, right? And it's not audible, but at least I know, like, no, she doesn't understand. She's giving me the, I'm so stupefied face. I don't understand what you just said. Right? But this time I can't see you. I can't see, look right across and say, do you understand? So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of do mental cues and ask, well, are we good with this? Are we cool? So if you're good, or if you're awake, why don't you say good morning?
Good afternoon.
Ooh, you're not awake. Good morning. There we go. Good morning. Good morning to you, and you, and you, and you. Awesome. Good. So we're going to talk about these things called polynomials. Polynomials. Now, have you guys ever heard of a monomial? Have you ever heard, what do you think a mono is? 1. Good. Because if I were going to fight you,
It would be mono a mono.
I would fight you mono a mono. That would be 1-on-1. I would fight you, me 1 versus you 1. Mono a mono, right? So the word mono denotes 1, like for example, a monorail. How many rails does a monorail have? 1 rail. So in terms of a monomial, we're talking about something that has 1 term. Hold on 1 second, my paint freezes up sometimes. And this is a well-known problem, but there we go. Hold on. It's thinking about. All right, there we go. We're talking about 1 term. Now, a term can have a coefficient and a variable. Or it can actually have variables. For example, 7. Is this a monomial? Yes, no? Yes, no, it's a Y or a yes, or Y or N. Yes, it's a monomial. There we go. Yes, it is. Good. Very good. 7x, is that a monomial? Yes or no? Yes, it still is a monomial, because even though there's 2 parts to it, it still is just 1 term that we're talking about. It has a coefficient, which is the 7, and a variable, which is the x. Even if I had 7x squared, y cubed, still a monomial. It just has more variables attached to it, but it's still a monomial. As soon as I do something like this, 3x plus 4, now it's a binomial. Do you understand what the word bi means? Right. He said bi. Well, what I mean is like bicycle. Bicycle has 2 wheels. I don't know, bicep actually has 2 muscles. So, I mean, the word bi means 2. All right, so when we're talking about a binomial, we're talking about 2 monomials. So this right here is the equation of a line, right? That's the y equals mx plus b. You guys are already used to that, right? That is technically, you've been learning about what we call binomials. There's 2 of them. Cool? There's a monomial right here. This is term, and this is a second term. Are we good with this? We good? Everyone cool? All right. What do you think a trinomial is? It's kind of it. A triceratops has how many horns? 3 horns. Tricycle has 3 things, 3 wheels. A tricep is actually the muscle back here, and that's actually a 3rd muscle. It's 3. The tri means 3. So a trinomial is 3 monomials. For example, 7x squared plus 3x plus 4. Those are 3 separate terms. They each have a coefficient and a variable, and there's 3 of them. So really, I kind of count the pluses and minuses to kind of tell me how, the separation between the terms. That's what we're talking about. Cool? Yes, exactly, Ted. And what is a polynomial? A polynomial, I actually used to call it as the bird that doesn't eat, the very skinny bird. Because poly means like bird, like Polly want a cracker, and then no meals means like he doesn't eat. You get it? Huh? Huh? Come on, somebody give me a, ooh, there we go, I got it. Oh, snap, he said it. Yeah, that's right, I said it. It's extremely funny. Yeah, I know. All right, fine. I'll tell you what, I'm your teacher. I'm not supposed to entertain you. I'm supposed to just teach you, okay? So don't laugh at my jokes if you don't want to. Anyway, all right. So a polynomial means many terms. At that point, we stop, because we don't really have a quadrinomial or a pentanomial or a hexanomial. We just at that point we're just like, let's just call it a polynomial. It's just got more than 3 terms. You know what I mean? So we have special names for monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. We're just like, you know what? That's more than we care. Like it's not. There's no septinomials, which is actually like 16, I think. Actually, but and that's being recorded, and I actually gonna have to say I don't really know. So I mean, don't quote me on that. 1920 by 17. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this game, and we're gonna use these cutout things that that Brandy cut out, and they're on page 11 of your little book. You can cut that thing up, and it's kind of a game, and it's pretty cool. I find it to be a pain in the butt, but it's a good way to teach you. So let's start off with that. Cool? All right. Let's start off with 2 plus 3. And I know you guys are thinking like, oh my gosh, 2 plus... Seriously? Seriously, Mr. Dalby? 2 plus 3? That's what you want to do? I say yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to switch the camera over to Brandy's camera. And Brandy, grab 2 pinks. There we go.
Can't tell they're pink though.
Yeah, I know, you can't, huh? That killed it. Sorry. 2 pinks plus 3 pinks. What is 2 pinks plus 3 pinks?
5 pinks. Yes, Ted, we are aware, sadly.
Yes, I know it's black and white. I'll tell you what, I can switch it from black and white. I'll try. Settings. 1 second. Settings, color intensity. There we go.
That's intense.
It's an intense pink. Dude, that's so bright. All right. What is 2 pinks plus 3 pinks is what?
5 pinks.
5 pinks, exactly. Are we cool? So what they're telling you is if you want to use algebra tiles, and I know this is like, dude, I did that in like not even 4th grade. I did that in like preschool. We did 2 pink blocks plus 3 pink blocks, whatever.
Except we use those nice little hundreds.
And I'm gonna be like, calm down, dude. Calm down. Yes, you're right. two things plus 3 things is 5. So I have 2 little tiles and 3 little tiles. They look like triangles after a while.
Nice tiles.
Is equal to 5 tiles. I'm not even going to draw the 5 tiles. We're good, right? We good. All right. Let's try this. We'll switch it up. We're doing x plus an x. Ready? So an x is totally different from the symbol units. What is 1x plus another x?
2x.
2x. Exactly. Very good. Very not that bad, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, just to let you know, if we don't put a number in front of this x, we're talking about 1x. The reason why is because we're just lazy. We are straight up lazy as mathematicians. We just kind of say, well, 1 times x is still x. So why write the 1? So if there's nothing in front of it, just assume that there's a 1 in front of it. We cool? So we're talking about 1x plus another x is 2x's. Are we cool? Tell me cool.
Hot.
Alright, there we go. Good. Let's try this. 2x plus 3x. Can you grab all of the appropriate
Colored X's.
colored x's? And here's one of them.
The badly cut X's.
Yeah, it's right. It doesn't need to be cut. Whatever. 2x plus 3x is what? 5x. Exactly. 5 x's. I don't even know why we're doing these tiles. Anyway, this is your homework. Practice problems. Seriously? Seriously, this is my homework? Yeah, this is a part of your homework.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. But I love what Ted is saying. He's saying that even 2x plus 3x, right? Is that a monomial or a binomial? This expression right here, 2x plus 3x, is that a monomial or a binomial?
Still mono.
Ted and Thomas and Brandy is kind of saying that no, it's actually, even though there are 2 terms separated by a plus or a minus, it is technically still just a monomial. Because to simplify that, you would simplify that down to 5x, which would be just 1 term. Yeah? Good? But if you simplify it down and it still comes out to like 2 terms, then it's called a binomial. But anyway, so far we've worked with monomials. Let's go on to example 4 because we're going to start working with, negative numbers. And in this case, I'm going to call greens negative and reds or pinks positive. So let's do this. Negative 5 plus negative 3, or plus positive 3. Let's do that. Negative 5 plus positive 3. So go get your positive 3 out. I'll get the negative 5 here. You just use those. There we go. Negative 5 and positive 3. And this is, I know that you guys are like, dude. What is that? What? I know you guys are like, dude, this is so simple, but I'm warming up here. All right. So in this case, the negatives are going to be green, and the positives are going to be pink. So if I have negative 5 and positive 3, then one of these guys will get together and they'll annihilate each other. They'll just kill each other. These guys will kill each other, and these guys will kill each other, and then they're gone. They're over here in a big pile. So what is the answer? It's negative 2. Yes, exactly. It's a war. And if you're matched up with somebody else who's just as equally, but you're the opposite of them, you guys kill each other. So the answer is negative 2. We cool? All right, let's do this. And I'll tell you what, I'm sick of the tiles. Do you want to do the tiles? Let's skip them.
I'm good.
Are we cool with skipping them? Because it tells me, select the tiles and use this to represent your drawing. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, let's do that. Negative 4x plus 2x is, you have four greens, 2 reds, and those will cancel, the greens and the reds will cancel, and you're left with 2 greens left over. 2x. Are we cool?
Yes.
Say yes.
No.
Can you do that homework? Yes, good, awesome. let's do this now, and let's actually do these tiles. So I'll do the 4 and the 2, and then you do the x's. Cool. So let's do this. All right, we got this 4. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do the 4 tiles. These 2 tiles. You need a 2x plus 1x. So here, put them up here. Alright. Alright. There we go. Here's what we got. We got 2x plus 4. Add to that 1x plus 2. And so now what you're going to do is you would add what we call the like terms, right? All of these guys add together, and all of these guys add together, and what you would end up is 3x plus 6. Do you guys understand that? And I mean, now you guys are understanding, well, why is he introducing to us these dumb tiles that we learn in like since 4 years old? Well, when I introduce to you the tiles now, you guys can see that, oh, obviously you only add up these guys with each other and then these guys with each other, right? You only add up the x's with the x's and the 1's with the 1's. Cool? So we're keeping these kinds of things separate. So now what are we left with here? This is a binomial term. We cool? Do you see how these tiles can actually be helpful? All right, I'm not going to do the tiles on this one. I'm just going to add them up. If you wanted to do the tiles, you would do 2 green tiles, 3 pink tiles, 3 red tiles, or 3 pink tiles, and 6 green 1's tiles. And you would end up getting 3 plus negative 6 is actually negative 3, booyah, and negative 2x plus positive 3x is actually 1x, so your answer is 1x plus negative 3, or 1x minus 3. I will give you credit for either or. This is technically the more right of the 2 answers. Although I actually like this answer usually when I'm actually doing that. We cool? Yes? No? Not really? Maybe so. I don't know. Good? Are we cool? Now, I actually got to figure out a different term than we cool, because, you know, like, what are you going to say if you don't understand it? No, I'm not cool. Like, no one wants to say that they're not cool.
We're hot.
Yeah. You good? But then if I say you're good, then you're going to be like, well, I'm not good. All right. I'm going to let you try this, and I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to do, yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes and see what you guys can do. Can you guys do example 8 and example 9? Do it on paper, then type it in and tell me what the answer is. By the way, if you want to do an x squared thing, I would probably do like this would be 2x caret 2. And that tells me, oh, that's 2x squared. That's what you mean. If you want to type up your answer, that's what it is. Cool? So do problems 8 and 9, and I'll give you 2 minutes to do it. Mark set, go. I'm looking at the phone right here, and it's got a thing, so.
Your computer also has a thing. All your computers have a thing.
I know.
Your phone has a thing.
Well, this has a second thing. Are you going to talk to me about it, or are you going to actually do the problem?
I don't have my paper with me. Rachel has my binder. She stole it.
Here's a pencil. Or here's a pen.
Marker.
Here is my, actually, this is my special notebook, which
Yeah,
I keep all of my important stuff in
I have
there.
a special notebook.
Go get your special notebook.
No, I don't have my binder at all. Rachel has it. It's in her house.
Why do you come to class so unprepared?
Because I left my binder here and Rachel took it home.
Wow. Do you even have a pen?
I have this marker now.
I'll go get your pen.
I should feel terrible. But I don't. You guys, what's the answers?
Sorry, it's Brandy's job to figure out. Here you go, Brandy. You now have
Thank you.
1 more minute. 1 more minute, you guys. Solve the problem. Ugh.
Where you be?
This one right. Sorry, it's Brandon, right?
Yes.
By the way, this is Brandon.
I'm re-going by that now. Decided to like it.
She decided to like her name. Of course, you guys can't see what I'm talking about. We can switch back to my face. For now, at least. So. Alright. 2 minutes is up. You guys got it? What's the answer? Throw it up for me. Come on, shout it out. Somebody throw it out. I'll give you extra credit if you answer. There we go, Adriana. You answered. So technically, Adriana, I will give you extra credit. Although Adriana got it wrong. There we go, Nalu. Okay, all right. Nalu's kind of got an idea. Let's continue on that. Now wait, Nalu, is that for the first or the second one? Because if it's for the first one, then it's absolutely wrong. I'm thinking you mean that that's for the second one, right? Okay, all right, good. Let's do the second one then. All right, so what Nala's doing here is you're doing 5x squared plus negative 8x squared. And you want to add the x squareds with the x squareds because that would be like the big tile with the big tile. The x squared, 5x squared plus negative 8x squared is actually negative 3x squared. Cool? Now, you're going to add the x's with the x's, but hey, there's only one x. So, what's 0x plus 6x? What's still 6x? Yeah, it just stays as is exactly. And then the last one is negative 4 plus 10. Well, that's actually just plus 6. We cool? So Nalu and Adriana, I will give you extra credit. Score. All right. Let's do the first one. And we got, all right, so one way you can do it is this way. 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. I do it vertically. And I go 3x squared minus 6x plus 4. I just go straight down the thing. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. This is actually negative 3x, and then this right here is 5x squared. So the answer is 5x squared minus 3x, and that is your answer.
Oh, yeah.
Are we cool? Good? Yes? Awesome. Good. So these practice problems are also a part of your homework. Cool? So your homework is actually, I can't tell you exactly which pages, actually I do, I tell you exactly which pages your homework are on, but you're kind of in charge of everything I don't do in class. Okay, you're in charge of this whole packet, but I'm going to do half of the packet for you. All you got to do is attend class. The second half you got to actually do on your own. So this practice problem, that's homework for you. But hopefully, after the 2 examples that you've seen, and you can always go back and watch the video, watch the video, watch the video, just in case you didn't understand it, you can do it as much as you want. Cool? All right. Set up these tiles, and let's do it. I'm going to set up these tiles. This is for page, what page am I on? 20. I'm on page 20. I need to at least get through part 4. So I'll tell you what, in 3 minutes after I'm done with talking about this, or after I'm done with talking about this, why don't we take a break in class? We good? All right. So one way to set this up, and the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I have a very specific reason as to why I do my things. Let me just switch the camera real quick. There we go. Switch that. Okay. Awesome. You can see that. All right. So really, what I have here is 3x minus 1x. So there's actually a minus sign right here. Right? It's 3x's minus 1x. But I don't like doing minus. I don't like using subtraction. I like addition better. It makes more sense in my head. So what I usually end up doing is going, okay, well, this is not 3x minus x. We can just go switch it out. This is actually 3x plus a negative x. Cool? So algebraically, this is 3x minus x. But what I would rather do is switch it to 3x plus negative x. It's just adding negatives, exactly. So what is 3x plus negative x? Well, that's just these two guys will kill each other. And I mark my desk. Oops. And I get 2x left. So it's 2x. Are we cool? Now I want you to learn the minusing negative, or adding the opposite, or the adding negatives thing. And the reason why is because I know it seems like baby math right now, but later on, it's going to become important. These kinds of concepts are going to become really important. Anyway, I told myself I'm going to let the students do this, but why don't I do this for you? I'm going to do the next two problems for you, and then, or why don't we do them together? And then we'll take our break. Cool. What does example 11 say? Well, mathematically, what is this saying? By the way, the shaded tiles are negative quantities. Exactly. It's negative 4x minus 2x. Negative 4x, that's negative 4 green tiles. Or that's 4 green tiles minus 2 pink tiles. Now, if I add negative, it's actually, by adding negative right here, this minus sign, that's not a minus sign, that's a negative sign. And so this minus sign, that's a minus sign. There's a difference between those two. I know it seems a little funky, but there's a difference between those two. Now this first minus sign right here stays with that 4x. The second minus sign you can turn into a positive and make it positive negative 2x. Did I blow your minds or what? Was that good?
Well,
No, I mean, is that all right with you?
Yeah.
So this becomes negative 6x. Because this would be like 4 greens plus 2 more greens is 6 greens. And in our case, green was negative. Good? Bad? Ugly? The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's good. That's good. That is good. Awesome. All right, let's try this one. This is saying 4x minus negative 6x. Do you see that? And if I change the sign on this, then it becomes 4x plus 6x. Actually, you know what? I should do that. Let's line it up. That would be 4x plus 6x, which is simply 10x. Are we coolios with that? Good, bad, ugly? By the way, I'm not saying good, bad, ugly. I'm doing good, bad, ugly. All right. My old English teacher used to be questions, vomits, etc.
What?
I don't know. Now, I got a question, Ted. I'm going to call you on this. You're saying it's good-ish. Does that mean you're kind of like, I understand this, kind of, I need more practice? Or like, you're being sarcastic with me? I just want to make sure, because I mean, like, someone says good-ish, it could mean a bunch of different things coming from different people.
You used to say, are you good? Are you bad? Are you eh?
Yeah. Good, bad, meh. We good? I mean, it's just like, I got this. I understand this. This is adding negatives. That's what we're doing.
Writing.
Well, it is good. The writing is good. Awesome, awesome. This is your homework. HW. It's these A, B, C, D, and E, and F problems. Cool? All right. I'll tell you what. Why don't we take ourselves You want a 5-minute break?
Yes, because I want to do my homework.
5-minute break? Fair enough. 5-minute break. It is 10:03 on my clock. Look at the bottom right-hand side of my computer screen. It's 10:03. I'm going to start you guys up at 10:05. No 10-minute break. I'm sorry, Adriana.
10 minutes. Points for trying.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's 10:04 now. It's 10:04, but it's 10:03 when I told you it's 10:03. That's a philosophical thing, huh? It is 10:03 when I told you it was 10:03.
That's yes.
What are you doing?
I'm checking my text messages. It's break time.
All right, let's take a mental break. Do you guys want to? I mean, you guys can do whatever you want on your breaks. Let's do a YouTube break. All right, someone give me something to type into YouTube as a music that you guys like to listen to. This is my YouTube break. Dubstep. You like dubstep? I like me some dubstep too.
I've passed it into that phase of it.
All right, let's see. You know what? I'll share with you my YouTube.
Hold on. I'm
My
texting
YouTube
my
break.
friends my algebra class. It's weird.
Why is your algebra class weird?
Can I go to an online school and they don't?
Okay, wait. I've got 3 minutes, right? I need to give you a 3-minute YouTube video that I think is good. What myths did everyone do and nice background? What are you talking about myths?
Oh, that's for our whatchamacall? It's for our biology.
Oh,
assignment.
okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do bluegrass, black-eyed peas. There we go. Bluegrass version of black-eyed peas. I'm into these guys because they are funny. And it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds long.
So punctual.
I'm going to skip to when they start playing because I love it. After, of course, their
making it
advertising.
possible for millions to start speaking a new language in just 10 days.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I love the line they gave there, though. This is for all of you Black Eyed Peas fans. We like ours with a little bit of cornbread. You don't know yet. Okay, fine.
What?
This is my 3-minute break.
So my 3-minute break.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
If you need a myth partner, you should email Mr. Mini because kind of talked to him last time about today. Also, have to make sure you did the one due last night because
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight, hey, let's leave it up. I got my money, hey, to spend it all. Go out and smash it, like oh my God. Jump on the sofa, let's get off. I know that we'll have a ball. Get down and go out and just get off. I feel pressed out, I won't let it go. Way out of space, out of go. Zip, fill up my gut, hurry, all the call. The gator dancing, take it off. Make the tan on.
Shut her down.
Partner up, go. Then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's live it up.
Okay.
Let's do it. Come on, do it.
It is 10:08, and half of you guys are like, thank goodness it is 10:08. He can stop his dumb music. And I say to that, to you I say,
interesting.
to you I say, That's fine. I don't mind if you guys call it dumb. It was just a break. I mean, come on, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. Yes, we should stream on Twitch. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's move on to this thing right here. Actually, you know, I'm going to keep it on the current camera that it's on. But what I want you guys to do is, I'll tell you what, why don't we do these together? Cool? Do you guys know how to find the area of things? Like 4 feet by 3 feet means what? Come on, you learned this like in 4th grade. 12 feet. Cool. It's not 12 feet, though. It's... What is it? It's 12 feet squared, right? Because we're talking about a square foot, right? We're talking about different units even. Right, exactly. Length times width. All right, so 8 times 2 meters is actually 16 meters squared. 2 centimeters times x centimeters. What is that? It is what? Come on. What is this? 2 centimeters by 3 centimeters, x centimeters is just 2x centimeters squared exactly. Cool? Are we good? Yeah? All right. X inches by x inches is x squared inches. Squared. 2x millimeters by 2x millimeters. I'm going to drop the millimeter squared part. I'm just tired of saying it. Is actually 2x times 3x, which is 6x squared. Are we good? Yes, keep going. 10 by 2x is actually 20x. That is all of that warm-up part. But you guys know how to do that, right? You understand that? Did I go through that too fast for you, or are we good? All right. Then let's do this. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply polynomials. And I'm going to use the tiles on this one. And I'm going to mark up my desk. Oh, snap. Wait.
Does that come off?
No, it does not, apparently. All right. Let's see. Why is this not straight? There we go. Let's make it more straight. There we go. There.
That is hot pink.
Okay, there. And there. It's beautiful. All right. All right. So what we have is we're going to do, all right, here's my first question. It's crooked. All right, fine. I'll turn your head.
No, I think they're talking about the line at the top.
Okay, I'm sorry that it's crooked. Apparently I can't erase it. All right? It's burning my eyes. All right, fine.
Same.
Yeah, just squint your eyes a little bit. All right. Here's my first question to you. Does x times x plus 3 represent a quadratic function? And remember from last class, what did we define as a quadratic function? It is something that has what? How do I know whether or not a function is quadratic? Remember, you look at the x term, and if it has a square on it or bigger, then it is if it has a square on it, then it is a nonlinear term that we've given the name quadratic to. We cool? Now, when we're going to do algebra tiles here, look at this. We have an x, because that's the first tile. This x represents that. Now the x plus 3 is this, right? X, and I need 3 ones. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So that's already 3 ones. Okay. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. I thought that was funny. Anyway, what is the answer to this? Can you guys see this all right? All right. It simply is x times x, which is x squared. Yeah? What is x times 1? What is x times 1? Come on, you guys. It's still x. And then x times 1 again is still x again. And x times 1 again is x. So your answer is
There is a lot of pink.
x squared and 3 x's. 3 x's left over, right? This is x squared and 3 x's. Are we cool? Which x squared, 3 x's, that's what my function is. My function is x squared plus 3x. And no, it is not x to the 5th power, because that's actually not how you can't add those. This is a tomato, and I was going to say tomato and tomato, but this is a tomato, and yeah, then you could add them. But this is a tomato and this is a potato. What is 1 tomato plus 3 potatoes? 4 8-os? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I mean, you see what I mean? You have to keep these separate because they're different kinds of terms here. Exactly, it's still 1 tomato plus 3 potatoes. I mean, what do you want me to do? This is, what is 1x squared? What is this thing plus 3 of these things? Well, it's just that thing plus 3 of those things. I can't combine them. What do you want me to do? So that's kind of exactly what I'm saying. So is this thing a quadratic? Is this a quadratic function right here? If I graph that, is that going to spit out a quadratic graph? It should, exactly, because of the x squared term, and we talked about this from last time. So, apparently, yes. Are you guys taking notes, by the way? Are you guys writing like on the notes, or are you guys doing your homework like Brandy is? Alright. I would recommend that you take the notes now, because you can do the homework, and the homework's not that bad. Alright, let's try this one. Ready? X plus 1 times x plus 2. Here's how you would do that. Alright. Here's x plus 1, and here's x plus 2. Can you guys see it? Oh wait, this comes out of here. That's how I would draw it to represent it. Draw this on your thing. You can use the tiles, and by the way, each of you should have a printed copy of page 11, which has the tiles on it, so you could use the tiles if you get confused about this stuff. But I'm showing it to you visually first using the tiles. And eventually we're gonna drop this idea of the tiles. Would you guys agree that I have it set up correctly, though? Okay, so we're gonna do, what is this tile right here? So this tile is x times x, which gives you what? X squared, exactly. We good? This tile right here is actually x times 1, which is a straight ahead x. Yeah? This tile right here is x times 1 as well, a straight ahead x. This tile over here is 1 times x. It's still x. We cool? And then the... Oh, wait a second. I should have done this way. I should have not had this one all together. And this was like a 2. So then this one over here, this bottom box over here, this bottom box over here is 2 times 1, which is just straight up 2. So the 4 tiles, the 4 sections I have, is an x squared. I've got a 2x over here. I've got a x over here. And I've got a 2 over here. Now I'm going to add them all together. Or if I were to write it in this format, it would be x squared, 2x, x, and a 2. Now I add up all of the things that are alike, and the things that are alike apparently is the x squared. Well, the x squared is not alike with anybody, so we just leave him. This guy, the 2x plus the 1x is alike with each other. So that becomes 3x, and then the 2 is just left over to hang out. Are we good? I know that was a little bit confusing. But I think that seems like it was alright. Yeah? This is a more visual way to do quadratics, and I admit to you that it's not the best way to do it. It's the most visual way to kind of come up with the answer. It's annoying. I think it's annoying to do it this way. But I'm showing it to you this way because some of you like to do... No. It works all the time. It always works. The only problem that you'll have is you don't want to have to like cut out like 50 tiles when you're doing 50x times 60x, you know what I mean? When you're doing 50x plus 3 times 60x minus 42. You know, you wouldn't want to cut out all of these things. It does work all the time. It just, you know, I mean, no, the window chart actually does work all the time. It's just not practical. That's not how we do it in practice. But I'm showing it to you to start off your brains by thinking like this. Cool? All right. You got a bunch of homework problems now from that. So are we good with that? You guys understand the window charts? And these are your homework problems. Homework, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems and a reflection.
What page is that?
We're talking about pages 25 to 27. We good? By the way, I think these are 2 separate homework assignments. So I mean, you guys are like, dude, my homework is so much, and I would be like, no, it's not.
Man.
It's not really
She did
that bad.
3 pages of homework in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Brandy actually probably finished. She finished part 3 of her homework.
Yeah, I did.
And it took her like 5-10 minutes. So even though the homework might seem like it's a lot, just do it, okay? Because it's not bad. All right, and then scan it in to me, send it to me, all that kind of stuff. By the way, isn't there a homework assignment due today?
Yeah.
All right, there's a homework assignment due today, and when I graded it yesterday, only 2 of you turned it in. So make sure you turn in your stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Why did you look at it yesterday?
I looked at it yesterday just because I wanted to start grading it ahead of time. Obviously, I won't. Okay, wait. Did I finish all of the stuff? I finished it. Oh. Okay. That's it. That's all I was supposed to lecture on. That was up to section 4. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Why don't we take another 5-minute break, and I won't force you to listen to music I like. We'll take another 5-minute break, and why don't we do section 5? Because ideally, that's what I would like to get up to. Does that sound all right with you? All right. So we'll take another 5-minute break. We finished what we were supposed to talk about today, and here's what I'm going to do ideally in class. I'm actually going to only lecture, because I've lectured for about an hour now. We've been going for almost an hour. At this point, I would actually just kind of back off and say, look, you guys can do your homework and have at it. In fact, I'll tell you what, why don't we leave it up to a vote? I'm going to let you guys have freedom in this class. Would you, at this point, do you want to end class early and let you guys work on homework? I'll just hang out for the last half hour. You guys can ask me questions, all of that kind of stuff. Or do you want to get a little bit of head and cover the next section, which should take me about 20 minutes?
I vote stay here and do homework.
Yeah, we are a democratic
Yeah,
WebEx.
we are.
So I've got one person who says stay and one person says ahead. So far it's a tie. Come on, everyone, chime in.
Hey, democracy.
And I will not remember who says what. So I have no opinion.
Hermana. Yeah.
All right, so it's either ahead or stay. It looks like stay's winning.
Shh, Ted, just vote.
Yeah. Ted's running through the politics of what's going on, and he's not actually voting.
We know the politics of democracy continues. Go.
Okay.
You're all wimps. Come on.
Stay. Oh, she wants to go ahead. It is now tied.
Diamond, your vote was ha.
Bernice says she just wants to hang out.
Stay's winning.
Wait, what does stay mean? Stay means
we
like
just chill here and do homework.
stay means I stop class, you do homework, right? And then
Chill.
ahead means
Yeah.
keep going. All right.
Stay one.
So it looks like stay is winning. Anyone else want to chime in?
The vote's gonna end in like 2 seconds. Go.
Yeah, the vote's ending pretty soon because you guys. Yeah, Diamond is ahead.
I already counted you, Diamond.
Yeah, sorry, Diamond. It's like 2 versus 4 so far, and there's more than 4 people here. Plays Jeopardy. There we go. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, come on, you
Remember
guys.
when we did that in 8th grade for the science thing? We had a whole Jeopardy assignment.
Yeah, I know.
That was cool.
It was awesome. Yeah.
That was fun. I liked that. That was terrifying because I
music.
don't like answering out loud.
All right, come on, you guys.
An hour.
There's an
Jeopardy
hour. I've got a
music.
33 Jeopardy's theme song. Go. Make your decision, please. Everyone, we can re-vote. And I don't want the 5 second of advertisement. Whatever, I'm going to get it anyway. I got a 2.5 minute advertisement for a 33 second YouTube video.
Come on, guys.
Vote. Stay, and chill. Stay and chill. Looks like Stay's going to win.
All these people
Yeah.
staying today.
No,
Y'all
it's
are
not,
good.
it's not really a competition much anymore.
God, it's like the original one. Some hardcore headbanging music.
Yeah, that's the jam right there. All right, it looks like I'm ending class. All right, folks, officially class is over. You can finish your homework. You can hang out. You can leave if you want. You can go and do whatever it is you do except break the law. Because I'm not going to condone. But you can do that. I just don't condone it. Okay, just letting you know. But hey, man, to each their own. Cool. All right. Talk to you folks later.